the Children's Department for giving me this opportunity to speak about faith. What is faith? It is the confidence and assurance that what we like is going to happen. What is faith? It is the confidence and assurance that what we like is going to happen. It is the evidence of things that we cannot yet see. God gave support to people in the days of old because of their faith. By faith we understand that the entire universe was formed at God's command, and that what we now see did not come from anything but can be seen. Faith is not a feeling or emotion. Faith is the foundation of our relationship with God. Genesis chapter 1 verse 1 to 3 says that in the beginning God created the heavens and the earth. The earth was without form. Void and darkness was on the face of the deep, and the Spirit of God was hovering over the face of the waters. And God said, "Let there be light." Space, matter and energy are the three creating components of all physical reality, but are counted in the first three verses of Genesis. Galatians chapter 1 verse 16 to 17 says that, "For by him all things were created in heaven and on earth, visible and invisible, whether thrones or dominions or principalities or powers, all things were created through him and for him. And he is before all things, and in him all things consist." Faith is the understanding that God did everything described in his word, and will do everything described in his word. Reverend Kenneth E. Hagin says that he saw so many Christians who are struggling to believe and struggling to have faith. Their focus is all wrong. They're focusing on their ability or inability to believe God. It's not. You'll make all the difference. They should simply start acting like God's words are true, and that it will make all the difference in their lives. It's when we know God's words are true and act like them it is true, that becomes a reality to us. Faith is not something we have as much as something we do. There are 5 big words of faith. The main faith word is used 244 times in the New Testament, equal to faithful, trusting and believing. The New Testament describes 4 facets of faith: saving faith, action faith, keeping faith, and the gift of faith. Let's see about saving faith. We're all believing, that is believing. Ephesians chapter 2 verse 8 to 9 says, For by grace you have been saved, that not yourself, it is a gift of God, not of works, lest anyone should boast. Romans chapter 10 verse 9, that if you confess with your mouth the Lord Jesus, will believe in your heart that God raised him from the dead, you will be saved. Now let's see about action faith, putting your feet to faith. There was a little boy who caught a fire at home. He could not get out of the burning house. He climbed up into the roof and began to cry for his father's help. The father looked up for his son from the ground and told him to jump. "I can't see you, Daddy. How will you catch me?" said the son. The father said, "I can see you." Without further hesitation, the boy jumped into his father's arms. Sometimes we need the same type of pure faith that is shown in their parents in our Heavenly Father. Galatians chapter 5 verse 6. For in Christ Jesus, that same neither circumcision nor circumcision avails for anything, but faith is working through love. 1 Thessalonians chapter 1 verse 2 to 3 says that as we talk to God and Father about you, we think of your faithful work, your loving deeds, and your continual anticipation of the return of Lord Jesus Christ. James chapter 2 verse 14 says, "What does my profit, my brethren, if someone says he has faith but does not have Well, can faith save him? Now let's see about keeping faith. A continuous trust in God's promise. There's a story told of three little girls who were enjoying the evening play. They started playing the games of counting their money. The object was to see who had the most, and the winner will be crowned queen for the day. The first girl counted 13 pennies. The second girl began to count. She only had 14 pennies. The last little girl began to count. She only had 14 light pennies, like the second. However, she counted 15. The other two girls argued with her over the count, and they counted again. There were only 14, but the last girl insisted on having 15. Finally, they asked, "How could you say 15 when you only have 14? She replied, "My father promised me another penny when he comes home from work today. Whatever my father promised me, it is mine at the moment of the promise." That is the assurance we have. Whatever the Father promises, He will provide. Whatever He says is the word that you can count on. 2 Corinthians chapter 10, verse 15. Nor do we claim credit for someone else's work has done. Instead, we hope your faith will grow and that our work among you will be greatly enlarged. Steadfast faith. There's a story told of the little fiancé. A young woman brought her fiancé to her parents to meet her. After dinner, her mother told her father to find out the little young man. The father invited the fiancé to study for a talk. "So what are your plans?" the father asked the young man. I am a biblical scholar," he replied. "A biblical scholar, the father said. "Admirable. But what will you do to provide a nice house for my daughter to live in?" "And I will study," the young man replied, "and God will provide for us." "And how will you buy and get a beautiful engagement ring such as you deserve?" asked the father. "I'll concentrate on my studies," the young man replied. "God will provide for us." "And children?" asked the father. "How will you support children?" "Don't worry, sir. God will provide," replied the fiancé. The conversation produced like this, and each time the father questioned, the young idealist insisted that God would provide. Later, the mother asked, "How did he go, honey?" The father answered, "He has no job, no plan, and he thinks I'm God." The young man was amazed, but was frightened, thinking that God was his answer to all his life questions. 1 Corinthians chapter 15, verse 58. So my dear brothers and sisters, be strong and steady, always exalted for the Lord's work. For you know that nothing you can do for the Lord is ever useless. Strengthens faith. Romans chapter 4, verse 20. Abraham never wavered in believing God's promise. In fact, his faith grew stronger, and in this he brought glory to God. Weakening faith. Romans chapter 14, verse 1-3. Accept the Christians who are weak in faith. Don't argue with them what they're thinking is right or wrong. For instance, one person believes it is all right to eat anything, but another believer who has a sensitive conscience will only eat vegetables. Those who think it's all right to eat anything must not look on those who won't. And those who won't eat certain foods must not condemn those who do, for God has accepted them. Now let's see about the gift of faith. 1 Corinthians chapter 12, verse 9. The Spirit gives special faith to another. The specific anointing for a specific person is removed from your hearts and minds, and will only accept what God is doing regardless for circumstances around you. The, the church today needs a faith revelation. Romans chapter 10 verse 17. Yet faith comes from listening to this message of good news. The good news about Christ. There are three ways that you can ignite our 7, 8. Matthew 8, 7. Matthew chapter 8, 7, 8, 13 says that, and Jesus said to him, I'll go and heal him. The centurion replied, Lord, I do not deserve you coming under my roof, but just say the words, and my servant will be healed. Then Jesus said to the centurion, Go, it will be done as you believed it would. And the servant was healed that very hour. Amen. And what are God's specific promise concerning my needs? And am I willing to trust God's promise or keep His promise? Dare to give something you love. Hebrews chapter 11, verse 17 to 18. By faith, Abraham at this time of testing offered Isaac to come back to God. Acting in faith, he was ready to return the promised son as he had been received to receive him. And this after he has already been told, your descendants shall come from Isaac the Messiah. In your life, what things are you clinging to the most? What kind of faith will you take to hand God? Dare to grow spiritually. Turn your Bibles to Hebrews chapter 11, verse 31. By faith, because she believed in God's and His power, Rahab the harlot did not die with all the others in her city. When they refused to obey God, she gave a friendly welcome to the spies. May God bless His message. Amen.
3, 4, 5.